my friend, Chris. After living in denial for many years, Chris Allport has decided to embrace his true self as the consummate geek. In front of his family as well, so this is great. When he is not spending time with his amazing wife and 3 awesome kids, or coaching baseball, or building a portal into another dimension in his basement. That's a thing? That's another Ignite talk right there. He is playing board games. Oh, actually, he's usually working. But aside from that, it's the board games that I think is a really unique aspect of Chris's life. Although he spends him and his family reside in Hanover, Chris is co-founder of 2 Carroll County companies, New Spin Robotics and Skayl. Please welcome Chris Allport as he enlightens us with not your typical board game.
You may be wondering, does anyone still play board games today? I think I saw the same Game of Life on the shelf at Target with that same Family Ties dad on the cover. And why am I still in this slide? There we go. Why in the heck are those adults laughing at Ron Howard doing something horrible to that woman on the front of a child's game? So I won't be talking about any of those games, nor will I be talking about the many versions of Monopoly. Tonight I'll be talking about what for many of you will be a whole new world of board games. Is there really that much variation in board games? So, thanks for asking. The website Board Game Geek lists 50 different mechanics and 84 different themes. Combine any single mechanic with any single theme, and you have a unique game. Imagine the number of possibilities when you mix and match any of these things. In our short time together, I'm going to share some of our family's favorite board games. And a lot of board game people use a lot of geeky terms. Just before I mess up, this is a meeple. It's short for my people, and these are little things we move around on our games. So, Pandemic. Pandemic is a cooperative strategy game. Wait, in a cooperative game, who wins? Everyone or no one? In this game, you have a team of first responders, each with a unique skill, moving around the world to contain and eradicate 4 viral outbreaks. This is Clank. It's a deck-building adventure game. I'll explain deck builders in a couple of minutes. Unlike the previous game, you're competing to be the best thief in all the land. Enter the castle, steal some loot from the dungeons below, and escape. Sounds simple? Maybe, but don't make too much noise or you're going to scare the dragon who's going to come and kill you. Scythe. This is an area control conquest game. If you remember the game Risk, yeah, it's like that, but with robots. You start as a small farming community, collect resources, and build these awesome mechs that give you additional abilities and, of course, power to conquer. The folks over at League of Legends decided to develop a strategy board game. This is another cooperative game focused on strategy, action, and programming. Yes, you control a robot that can move, turn, or attack. Each round you add new cards which change or enhance these actions, allowing you to run the bad guys off the board. Dominion, first deck builder. You start with the game with 10 cards. Each round, you use those cards to buy new cards. Whoever has the most property at the end of the game wins. No, not like Monopoly. Stone Age. This is a worker placement game. You take turns placing your meeple, and then you resolve the effect. Maybe meeples make a baby meeple, so you have more people to play in the next round. Yeah, it's a thing. Gather resources, build villages to win, but don't forget to feed your meeple. Yeah, can you believe someone made a game about winemaking? Viticulture is an engine building and worker placement game. Over the course of the game, you develop your ability to produce a high-quality wine as you grow and harvest grapes. Survive. This is the exact opposite of a cooperative game. In this game, you actively try to make sure your friends are eaten. Try to escape a sinking island while avoiding whales that kill your boats, sharks that kill you, and sea serpents that kill the boat and then kill you. Lost Cities. This is a simple 2-player game in which you build stacks of cards in increasing values from 2 to 10. Each turn, you play a card and you draw a card, but it's not too simple. You need a minimum of 20 points in your stack, and if you don't have enough, you get penalized. Splendor, another engine builder. Collect the gems in the form of these really nice poker chips. Everybody loves the poker chips. And as you collect the gems, you buy more cards that allow you to buy higher priced cards in the future. Power grid. Ever want to be in the power industry? Me either. Build a power plant and power as many cities as possible while you balance the cost of the power plant with the cost of the resources needed to power the plant, with the cost of to build the plant. And if you're ever bored of this game, you could probably find a Westminster map to go with it. Where can I find great games? You can find them just about anywhere online. I was pleased to see that Westminster's very own Gotham Comets has many of these great games. We get a lot of our games at Cool Stuff Inc. and Kickstarter. So you may be wondering how we learn to play these games. This is our hint. Just watch the video. They don't tell you everything, but they give you a great overview. And Rado is more ADD than me. Last year, we went up to Philly for PAX Unplugged. This was the inaugural event of an East Coast board game convention, a total geek fest. It was awesome. There were thousands of games you could play, brand new games that were just announced. And then that inspired us to have Unplug and Connect back in February. This was a place we were with the Carroll Tech Council. We had a board game night, about 50 attendees, and we're going to do it again at the end of November. So stay tuned for that.